Everyone, we are back again with our exercise 1.4 of class 7 chapter 1, which is integers. So here in our last video we have completed the question number 1 of this exercise, and today we are going to start the question number 2 of the same exercise. So let's start without wasting time. So here, before starting question number 2, we have to just recapitulate our distributive property. So our distributive property told us that if A, B, C are three whole numbers, then we can write this in this way. As we have discussed earlier, that A will be distributed between B and C if we multiply this in this way. If the operation is multiplication here, then this A will be distributed between B and C, between all the numbers or among all the numbers which are given over there inside the bracket. Okay, but in case of division it is not done in this way. Okay, so let's take this example in this way. Suppose A, B, C are three whole numbers or three integers. If we simply do this in this way, like see, if we are willing to just replace this A, B, C by 1, 2 and 3, or by I am taking any other number. Suppose I am taking 5, 2, 3, then what will you do? See, in place of A we are putting 5, in the places of B and C I am putting 2 plus 3. So here in the answer I am getting 5 divided by 5, so answer is 1. Now if we simply elaborate this part, means 5 is divided by 2 and then 5 is again divided by 3, and if we are willing to add this, definitely we are not going to get a whole number. Okay, it is very clear from this, 5 divided by 2 and 5 divided by 3, which is definitely not a whole number. Okay, so here in the answer we are getting the whole number 1 as a result, and here we are not even getting the whole number as the answer. So these two parts, means this LHS and this RHS, are not equal. Okay, so by giving an example we have come to understand this, and now we are going to start the question number 2a. So here in question number 2a, it is written A is equal to 12, B is equal to -4, C is equal to 2. Here simply we have to put them in this place which is given in our question, and we have to simply verify whether this given statement is true or false. Okay, now just simply put in the place of A 12, then in the place of B -4, then in the place of C 2. So let's find the answer of the LHS, and the answer is coming 12 divided by -2, which is coming -6. Okay, now the same thing we will do for this RHS part, and here we are putting 12 divided by -4, then we are adding it again with 12 divided by 2. So first one is coming -3 and second one is coming 6. So our answer is coming +3, and this is the answer for the RHS. So it is very clear that the answer of the LHS is coming -6, the answer of the RHS is coming +3. So they are not equal. So this statement is true. Means distributive property doesn't hold in case of division. This is also implying from this sum. Okay, in the next sum another set of values for a, b, c are given. So simply we will just put all the values of a, b and c in this statement, and we will try to verify how to implement this one. Okay, so let's do the next sum. Here in question number 3 it is written fill in the blanks. Very first sum, 369 divided by something, it is coming 369. Very easy. Okay, 369 is being divided by such a number where after dividing we are getting the answer 369 only. Yes, it is very clear. That will be 1. Let's do another one. Minus 75 is being divided by such a number where we are getting minus 1 in the answer. Okay, so what will you do? Simply we will just divide this number, because this number is the dividend and this is the quotient. So for finding the divisor we will divide this dividend by this quotient. So just divide it by this one. So here minus 75 is being divided by minus 1. As I said, two same signs are being divided, so the answer will be a positive integer, first thing. Second thing, 75 is being divided by 1, so our answer is coming 75 itself. So here in the answer we will put plus 75. Okay, you have to understand that which number we are dividing, by which we are dividing, and what is the answer coming. If only the dividend and the quotient is given, then we are going to divide this dividend by the quotient for getting the divisor. Okay, and if the divisor is given only, then what will you do? If the divisor is given and the quotient is given, then we will multiply the divisor and the quotient for getting the dividend. Okay, let's come to the next sum. The next sum is almost same as the previous one. Let's try the sum from question number 8. In question number 8 it is written something which is being divided by 4 and we are getting minus 3 as the answer. Okay, so how to do this sum? In the last sum only I have discussed that if the divisor is given and the quotient is given, for finding the dividend we are going to multiply this quotient and this divisor, this quotient and this divisor. Okay, so first thing we have to understand, here we are getting minus 3, here we are getting plus 4. Nothing is given, it means plus is given. So two different signs are being multiplied. So in the answer we will definitely get a minus sign and the two numbers will be multiplied. So we are getting minus 12 in the answer. Okay, so let's come to the second last sum. In this sum it is written 20 divided by something and we are getting minus 2 in the answer. Okay, how to find this? As I said, for this sum dividend is given and the quotient is given. So for finding this we simply divide this dividend and this quotient. So here again you can see two different signs. Here nothing is given, means plus sign is given. Here minus 2 is already given. So what will you do? Simply we will just write the minus sign in the answer. As I said, if we divide or we multiply two different signs, we will always get a negative integer as our answer. Now these two numbers will be divided and we will get minus 10. So here the answer will be minus 10. Okay, so today after this class I hope the rest of the sums of question number 3 you will be able to do yourselves. Okay, try it at your home. If not possible, then just inform me in the comment section that whether it is done by yourself or not. If it is not done, then in our next class I will definitely solve those sums for you. So till then, stay safe. Bye.